But
I gotta
yeah,
get
let's talk
into
about Mike Evans because that's obviously like the breaking story. So Mike Evans, appreciate you, Jordan. Re-signing with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers before this season. There were contract talks. It seems like they just did not go well. And so I think the assumption was that this, for a lot of folks, that this was going to be the last year for Mike Evans. Mike Evans played well. Baker Mayfield played well. And I think that if Baker didn't have the season that he did, we're probably not seeing Mike Evans in a Buccaneers uniform.
Yeah.
But my man got paid. And I'm so happy for Mike Evans because I know we talk about him a lot, but I still think he's an underrated wide receiver in the NFL. In terms of just consistency, 1,000 yards, like every single season, he is just that guy with regardless of who his quarterback is, regardless of the circumstances, and the fact that he's going to be able to finish out his career in Tampa, like, yeah, I'm just a huge fan of that because he's just a great player, signed for a crap ton of money. And yeah, I'm all about it, dude.
Like a 2-year, $50 million deal, 35 mil guaranteed for Mike. Yep. And that's what you hit on the story about Evans is we all thought that he might be traded before the trade deadline.
Yes.
Before the season started, kind of. And that was because nobody thought Baker Mayfield was going to play the way he did. Mm-hmm. And once they started to build something there with Baker, Evans statistically had a better year with Baker than he did when Brady was there. I think yards-wise, touchdowns might have been less. But, like, there was also a false narrative that emerged this last week that Mike Evans wanted to leave Tampa Bay because he wanted to play with a contender and a quarterback who was going to feed him.
Yeah.
And I, like, as soon as I heard like a quarterback who was going to, or an offense that was going to feature him, I was like, that's a bullshit report because he's literally coming off one of his best seasons.
Yeah.
Or over the last like 5 years, like he was featured in that offense. I don't think that's Mike Evans at all. And we were all scared he was going to go to those filthy little Chiefs. And
there was a fear.
Down.
There was a healthy fear. And I think just the entire league, especially the AFC West, just has a collective sigh of relief. They're like, okay, good. So now the Chiefs are going to go get Justin Jefferson.
No. Vikings are about to sign JJ.
That's it. Yeah, no, I really like this for the Buccaneers too. And the fact that we're likely going to see a Baker Mayfield extension, right, very soon. Yeah. It's one of the good, like, feel-good stories of last season, I feel, because the Buccaneers, and this is from my perspective too, it was like, yeah, they could win. The Saints were kind of favored to win that division. But for them to go out and even win a playoff game, and then they held their own against the Lions too. Yeah, like this is kind of little expectations, and look what they were able to do. Now you build upon that, and Mike Evans is going to retire a Buccaneer. Wins all the way around.
I think his return is the biggest sign that Baker's deal is going to happen with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
I don't think Mike Evans signs there if they're unsure about what they're going to do at the quarterback position. You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
Although if you're going to argue for a guy who shouldn't give a shit about who's playing quarterback, it is Mike Evans. It's like, I'll put up 1,100 yards and 8 touchdowns. I don't care who is.
I'm throwing to him. Yeah. No, 100%. 100%. Well, let me tell you about GPS Clips, the hottest, outrageous channel that's been around for a little while now, like a year now, right?
Look, you can find all of your GPS clips here.